kicking my ass, like won a world championship, won the Diamond League, and then here we are again, like battling back in the 20s. Nico was handing it to me the whole outdoor season last year, and then flash forward now, it was like Nico and I were battling for the last spot in Portland. And, we were I think we were the last 2 scores on the team today. So I'm just hopeful and optimistic that I'll get things will click and I'll get my streak pretty soon. And when it happens, I want to take advantage of the opportunity.
I saw your dad out on the course before the race, and I said, how would you compare his fitness between now and when he was winning NCAA cross? And he's like, oh, pretty similar. I think maybe slightly fitter than that. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would think so. I would like to think I would beat college Graham, but then again, like I'm saying, it's just hard to get to this level and be at the bottom of the food chain. Like, I don't have that same confidence that I had in college, because I don't know. It's just harder. Like the competition is just wildly different, and that's a crazy thing because the NCAA is ridiculously competitive. But for anyone wondering, yeah, it gets a lot better. Like, people are extremely talented, extremely fast. So I think I'm just as fit, yeah, and should be fitter. But I certainly don't have that same it's just hard to compare, It's hard to compare when you're racing for top, today, I'm racing for just trying to get top 20, get top 10, get a good score, versus being in the front of an NCAA race, waiting to kick, waiting to win it. It's just it's a different sport, and so it's hard to compare, but I do. Yeah, I think going back to what I was saying, eventually I'm hoping that things will be up front.
Did you have a feeling at Tokyo about being kind of shuffled back to the bottom of the food chain, like you mentioned?
Yeah.
Is it a similar feeling today that you had there almost?
It is, but I've already been doing these races for a while since the Olympics. Finishing right around 10-20s. And that's why I'm getting a little more and more throughout the seasons, more and more desperate to be up there, competing, winning. And I'm just gonna keep training. I don't think I need to change anything. I think I'm on the path to that. Today was about the team. Very, very quickly into the race is what I realized, and my intentions going into it were to be in that front back, to compete for the win. I had an idea of how I wanted to win it. But like I said, I had to shift the mindset quickly after the race broke open.
What's the plan for the rest of the year? There's no World Outdoors, World Indoors, the longest is 3,000. You can try for that.
I'll do some indoor races, and then I'll probably take some downtime, and then do outdoor. But all that's subject to change depending on how I feel after this race. But I don't think I would do a full indoor season either. I don't think I would go for indoor worlds or USAs or anything like that. Just do some faster races and then restart. It's hard to the professional seasons, especially right now, fall, winter, spring. Man, it's just boring. It's just there's not much to do. There is plenty to do, but in terms of what my seasons look like, it's just one USA race, one world race, and then a couple indoor races. So really after that, my focus is outdoors and is racing as many of the big European races as I can, getting on that circuit, and then if I have the ranking of the points, do the World Championships. And then I think after that, I'll have to talk to Gibby about this, convince him, but I want to go back to the Izumo Hikiden in October and really put my best foot forward there. So that's kind of my full schedule, but that's all the way out till October, and you can't really start training or thinking about those things too early.
When you went to this year, had you already taken a break, or did you
I was a week or two into training. It was hot, as hot as it was today, if not warmer, because we were on the roads. So it was we figured myself 1 week into training was better than the next option. But maybe true, probably, because I ran really fast, and something about that feels kind of weird, scary to run that fast 1 week into training. It's almost it's almost I don't know. So when I finished that race, and this is what everyone says, is like you realize how big of a deal it is afterwards. And so now I really want to go back and put my best foot forward because, I enjoyed being in Japan. I felt there was a ton of support for us. And
I know they were happy to have you, right?
they were. I mean, it was, and it's like these type of crowds. So I love running in front of these type of crowds.
With all that said, do you feel like you're due for a breakout race? Like, are you due, or maybe it's something as simple as getting in a time trial and just running a fast time? Like, what do you need to happen over the next few months?
Shit. I mean, I think due is a good word. I do feel due. I mean, I'm just going to keep putting myself in those opportunities, in those places, and just like, I'm going to find a way. I mean, that's what Raheem Morris always says. I've got to find a way. He got fired by the Falcons, by the way.
And you've been training in Georgia. Have you been at altitude, or what does that look like for you?
No, I've just been training at home, sea level. I went to Boston for 3-4 weeks before USA's just to kind of have a camp with my coach. I think I'll probably be doing that going forward. Okay. Fall camp before the weather gets bad, but didn't want to incorporate altitude until outdoors. Just didn't really fit in, and felt like I needed a break from altitude anyways from the previous outdoor season where I was kind of up for a couple months, and it gets tiring.
So obviously, I mean, it's your first time training at home for, I don't know, 3-4 years now. So what has that adjustment been like, especially training alone? Like, have you been training anybody else?
No, it's me. I train alone in Athens. My coach is in Boston, so I basically do everything myself. I've made the system at home, and it's great. I have tons of support. I mean, I have my medical. I have a chiropractor. I've got a massage therapist. I have a lift coach online through the USOPC, and I lift at my high school. They have a great gym, and I do a lot of my training at the track at my high school. Might start shifting that to the UGA track that's new. They built a new track, but I don't know. It's just something about training at home that gives me the it gives me the motivation to go hard, to keep training, to do it I'm reluctant to say for my city because it's not. I don't think it's anything I'm doing is revolutionary for Athens, Georgia, or anything. But for me, I just I kind of like being having my own thing, feeling like I have something to run for, and I feel like that something is to be that guy from Athens that trains by himself and does it by himself. Of course, I go to training camps in Boston. I go to training camps at altitude with Gibby and with other people to train with. But for now, I'm just doing stuff on my own, and getting ready for outdoors. Well, cross country and indoors.